here? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Golly gee. Anyone in the chat? Okay, we got a little thumb up. Is there one person? Who are you? This is going to be a chat between me and one person. Hello, Adam Heb. Hello, Pope. Exotic. How is everyone doing tonight? Missed last week's live stream. May miss next week's live stream. But, yeah. Hello, everybody. Oh, man. Am I still in Tennessee? No. I am far, far out there on that long, lonesome road. Ah! I am dealing some of the frustrations of my job, some of the least glamorous. Landon pitched us as, what hotel are you staying at? Why? Are you going to come stab me? Oh, man. Xavier says that I got them through COVID. I don't know. Ryan says that Edward Scissorhands' house was turned into a museum. Is that true? I had not heard anything about that. Is it like a museum from the movie? Because I would love that. That's one of my favorite movies. Real Paranormal Investigations. Thank you for the super chat. The super chat. Kaylin, why did I delete last video? Okay. So, okay. So before I get out this story, it's already becoming apparent we need to flip us into slow mode so people can stop repeating themselves mindlessly. But some of you may have gotten an unintentional sneak peek at an upcoming video because, man. All right. Been here 3 minutes. Someone already has abused the sorry. Okay. We're gonna get this customized. We're gonna turn it into slow mode. Oh, just to run the Bourbon says, if you posted the video from the Kentucky State Fair, I went there a couple years ago. So here's the thing. Let me just tell you what's on my mind. This may be very uninteresting for some people, so I won't go on and on about it. But so I was going to film at an attraction. This is a big attraction, big one I've not filmed at before. I was really excited, and I'm going up front. And they say, you can't use that camera. I'm like, what? Can't use the camera. Can't use this camera. So we don't allow cameras. Like, oh, you don't allow filming? No, we allow filming or photos. You just have to use your phone. You're not allowed to have any cameras. I'm guessing that they don't want people shooting like movies or doing professional shoots. Tasso, thank you for the super chat. But that's beyond the point. I'm going to drink something. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Tasso, thank you for the super chat. Did I say that? Oh. So, I'm like, okay. Like, okay, no biggie. I've got an iPhone 12. It filmed pretty good. I don't normally use it to film, but if they're not going to let me take my camera in, I can hopefully get some good footage with my phone. So you'd think that would just be that. But that is not that, because I have a PC and I have an iPhone. And you think it would just be as simple. You have a file on your phone that you want to edit on your computer. You say, take it off your phone, put it on your computer. No. It's not that easy. I've spent probably the last 5 hours trying to get that MOV file from my phone and get it onto... Now, BJP says you could edit it with iMovie. The unfortunate thing there, that's actually, that's very, very logical. But I send it to the cloud. It's 50 minutes of footage. So I don't know if I'll send it to the cloud. I appreciate all the suggestions. I don't want anyone to think I'm exasperated. I don't want anyone to think I'm exasperated with you guys. I'm exasperated with the situation. So I'm trying to just get a program that can convert this file, this MOV file, this cursed MOV file, into something I can use. I use Movavi. Maybe there's a problem with that because Movavi does not recognize MOV files. I've got 2 separate converters running right now trying to get this daggum thing converted. They're taking a long time. I don't know. Ready First just says you need all Mac or no Mac. Well, I like the iPhone, but I can't work a Mac laptop. Maybe I need to... Honestly, I'll tell you what. The reason I don't have an Android is so I can use the Roadside America app. That is the God's honest truth. Kate Warner, thank you for the super chat. Says hello from Chattanooga. Well, hello to you, Kate. Thank you. Adventure by George says I have a program for you that works great. Do you, George? Because see, here's my problem. I'm not good with computers. SGA Sports Talks. Thank you for the super chat. Have you been to the Alameda County Fair? Where's Alameda County? What state is that in? Am I doing any more state fairs? I am. Call a Wild Boy said I hear Eric Cowie of Tiger King. I heard that. Actually, someone told me right here in this chat that Eric Cowie had passed away. Is it dark outside? Okay. BJP says, how do I use Handbrake? Okay, so I downloaded Handbrake, and then when I went to use it, it said that I had to download something else for my computer to work, and that made me nervous. Because, see, you go to all these video converter programs. I don't want to get too deep in here. I know probably some of you are really bored with this. But they offer you, like, they act like they're going to work, and then you have to buy something. But then, like, it's like, oh, this file's too big. You have to pay for the pay version. And at this point, I'm ready. I would pay for a pay version, but all these look like they're going to steal my identity. So I don't know. I would pay if I knew something was actually going to work, and maybe it wasn't too expensive. Oh my gosh. So sorry. Let's change the subject. Okay. Greg sent me this. I'm gonna. Is this Greg? Is this? I got your text. Is this a file that will work that I have to pay for, or is this a free thing? I mean, I don't mind paying. I just want to make sure. If I'm putting my money into something, it's actually going to. Do they have Roadside America app for Android? Okay. How much does this cost? Yeah, there's so many programs out there. I don't know which ones are safe. I don't know which ones are going to steal my credit card information and sell it to Russian gangsters. That's how important the Roadside America app is to me. I need it. I always like to click it, see what's coming around, what sort of cool stuff. Jackson Hubble says, honestly, I'm more hyped for Christmas than Halloween. Some people are saying that Christmas is now the #1 holiday. Am I spending the night at a haunted or normal hotel? All right, thank you for sending me that, Greg. If the program I have running now does not work, I will pay the money. Yes, I'm in a hotel. I'm in a hotel room. I thought I would actually come back to the hotel early and relax a little bit tonight before the live stream, but Ian, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for the super chat. Doing pretty good. I'm busy. I'm really excited about some of the videos I have coming up, and I hope you guys enjoy them. James M says, Jacob, have you ever met Michael from Grimm Collective? He's a very cool guy. I actually have met him. I ran into him at Universal. Not really hung out with him or anything like that, but I did get to meet him. Did anyone in here sneak a peek at what I accidentally uploaded? Melissa must have. Yeah, the notifications must have gone out. You're going to have to ignore that. I'm so sorry. It wasn't even edited. I'm embarrassed that went out. Oh my gosh, Greg. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Dragon Con next year. I think I'm gonna go to Dragon Con next year. I just need to get my ducks in a row before it happens. See, so what I tried to do is I tried to upload it to YouTube on my phone and then download it, but the quality, there's no quality. It strips it of all the quality. Justin Hornick says, the Ends of the Earth postcard in your intro, an actual tourist attraction. The postcards in the intro exist in the fictional Carpetbagger extended universe. I've been to the Wendy restaurant. You see this program I got running now, Converter. I downloaded Movie Maker off the Windows App Store. The stupid computer has an app store. I don't know. It's supposedly running a conversion. We'll see what happens. When am I going to Meow Wolf into Denver? Yeah, that might all tie in. Ryan, yeah, the guy, Stifled Voice has made some cartoons. I think they're great. I think they're creative. Guidos, thank you for the super chat. Okay, so a lot of people got the notification, but weren't able to watch the video. It's better that you weren't able to watch it. It's not finished. It looks like crappity garbage, and hopefully I can get the actual version up and running for you guys. Hey, you guys. All caps Rob says, when you go to the fairs, you ever stop by the insult cloud? I think I got one of the dunk tank clowns in one of my Mountain State Fair videos. Not this year, one of the past years. New intro coming soon. Not a brand new intro, but maybe seeing the return of the Halloween Hollerin' intro. Key 83 says, just finished your Tennessee Fair. Did you get your ride credit back for not being able to fit in? Yeah, I had a wristband, so I didn't lose anything by not fitting. Heather C. Have you checked out the Yankee Peddler Festival in Ohio? Well, thank you for the super chat. I have not. I have not heard that. I've been getting a lot of great suggestions for different fairs, carnivals, celebrations. Brooks Gorman, thank you for the super chat. Liked your canopy. I almost said it wrong. Canopy video. I live near there. Oh. Yeah, my plan here, from here until after Halloween, is to film. Hopefully, I'm going to start uploading daily until at least to Halloween. And I hope you guys like it. Maybe a lot of haunts. Some people don't like the haunts. Some people do. It's an acquired taste. Mike Christmas says, when you visit retail spaces like Spirit Halloween, do I ask permission? No. I mean, I don't think there's any need to. You know, certain places don't. You know, the assumption to me is that filming is okay, unless someone says otherwise. I mean, if they put up a sign, no filming or anything like that, I think I wouldn't. But I think Spirit Halloween is probably smart enough to know that people filming in their stores just helps them out. It's free advertising. Carol S. O'Progress, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Jay. I'm going to Gatlinburg later this week. Should I visit World of Illusions or Christ in the Smokies? Yeah, I got some bad news for you, buddy. No orange Sunkist. Yeah, I got an empty orange Sunkist right here. I got more in the little hotel fridge. I took Japanese when I was in high school. I was really foolish of me. It was it's the hardest language, and I'm not good at stuff like that. But I tried and I tried and I failed. But I always remember that there was a Japanese kid in the class. He was taking the class because it was an easy credit because Japanese was his first language. But I always remember he couldn't say the word refrigerator. He said refrigulator. I don't speak Japanese. I do not speak Japanese. I couldn't even piece together, I couldn't even ask for directions or anything like that. I do not speak it. I did not learn it. Supercell Chaser says you got to check out Raven's Grin Inn. Okay, I've heard the legends of Raven's Grin Inn, but I have not been able to figure out what's going on there. They don't have a big web presence, so I don't know. I'd have to ask for permission to film. I assume, and that's one thing I do assume, I assume every haunt, seasonal haunts especially, that they don't allow filming. I always make sure I ask first. I'm hoping to do some haunts with Boogie. Wildman Zach, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey Jacob, just wanted to let you know that since you're looking for state fairs, and Tulsa State Fair in Tulsa, Oklahoma is pretty awesome. Starts 9:30 to 10:08. See, I'm gonna try to get some more, but remember that it's hard because they all run kind of in the same period of time. They're all spread out, but looking for maybe a few this year, or maybe a few next year. Girly Gamer says Mopop is still open. Keep changing collections. Yeah, definitely. We'll want to go back to Mopop. I loved Mopop. Love the Mopop. Susan Cox wants to ride the Starfly. I don't know. Maybe I need to take a. I'm getting weird thinking about it. I've been around outside the U.S. Been to Canada and Mexico. Will the accidental video be uploaded as soon as I can straighten everything out? It's, like I said, I was talking about, I don't want to get too deep in the weeds, but having some major editing problems. Dark Lord Jetta says, how do you deal with having to use the bathroom on some of those roads that is just open land? Yeah, you gotta time it. You gotta be careful. You look for like state-run rest areas are usually the best bathrooms. If you want to use a gas station bathroom, I tend to look for like the bigger gas stations, more like truck stop style gas stations that are bigger and brighter. The little tiny gas stations, you don't know what you're walking into. They have like one toilet, and it's like crammed with 30 years of turds. Well, that's a bit graphic. I've not had a situation. D3MX Spider says, how do you market yourself to get bigger? I've never marketed myself. I've just made videos. Nick Zinda, thank you for the $2 super chat. It's state county fair money. Timothy Martin says, have you ever been to Storyland in New Hampshire? It's near Santa's Village. Yeah, I've been to Storyland. It's actually a really cool amusement park. It's like it's really big. It's like shockingly big and elaborate. HB Brawler says, what's your favorite part of the dinosaur world? The dinosaurs. Cobbler says, I use Movavi for editing. Yeah, that's actually part of my problem. I use Movavi for editing, and it won't recognize the video taken by my iPhone. I'm periodically just gonna check and see. I've made a video Storyland. Chan till the end is what he advises you give someone just starting out on YouTube. Do it because you love it. Don't do it because you think you're going to get rich. Do what you love. That's what I did. I never intended for it. I would have never guessed like it would have gotten as popular as it is now. I mean, it was just a hobby. It was just something I love to do. Not even in like the back of my mind was I like, oh, someday this is gonna be big. Tommy O'Neill asked about the museum. I don't know anything about what's happened to the museum. It's been closed for years. It's a great museum. I've noticed one thing. DC, all the private museums like shut down. Like what's closed down? The crime museum that moved to Ebre. Thank you for the super chat. Says, do you plan to visit the two other United States eventually? What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Completely blanked. Is the Spy Museum still there? Okay, that's what I was talking about. The DC, the museum closed down. The Crime Museum moved. Madame Tussauds has closed down. And I think the reason that all those museums, all these private museums, have closed in DC is because I think they just can't compete with the free museums, the Smithsonian's, because all the Smithsonian's are free. So I think people go to the Smithsonian's and they skip out on the ones that cost a little extra for the ticket. I didn't mind paying extra. Adventures with Ray says, I was highly impressed by the Oz actors. I was too. I thought they did a great job. Jack Vegetable says, Jacob, if you stopped at a Dollar General and saw the band Metallica, would you get the autograph and picture taken with them? I probably wouldn't recognize them. I mean, I kind of know what they look like, but if I just saw them out in public, I probably wouldn't even think that it was them. Probably wouldn't even click. Someone mentioned the Ripley's in Arizona. Yeah, apparently there's a temporary Ripley's. That's my favorite kind of chips. I don't eat a lot of chips. I really don't like potato. I like potato chips so much, but the thing with potato chips is I don't like how indefinite they are. Like, you know, I like to sit down and eat a meal, but like potato chips are just this giant bag, this never-ending bag. You try to eat them all, you'll get sick. You don't eat enough, you'll be hungry. Zachary Sherrill says, left a comment about Hickory Fair in North Carolina. Says not as great as it was. Dixie Classic Fair in Winston-Salem. Supposed to be good. Ryan says thoughts on Big E being WWE champion. I think that's awesome. I think Xavier Woods should win the title so that all the members of New Day could be world champions, like the Shield. Eastwind says, you ever get self-conscious when you're vlogging? Yeah, I don't really have time to be. I don't really have time to be self-conscious. Just trying to get footage, trying to get good footage. No time to worry about what anyone thinks. Well, you know, I'm trying to be a jerk. I want to be clear on that. I don't like try to push my way or anything like that. Random Exploring. Thank you for the super chat. This is Rebecca from Oregon. I'm loving your postcards. Please come to the Enchanted Forest. I do want to come to the Enchanted Forest. I wanted to get out to that part of California. I wanted to get out this year. It ran out. Ran out of time. Ran out of summer. Do I get bullied by people when I'm recording? Not too often. Like, you get, like, people that like will scream and wave in the background, that's really annoying. I mean, it's just when like I don't mind like people. I don't even really mind people like making faces or anything like that. But like shouting at me like while I'm trying to record, like it's obnoxious because I'm just trying to do my job. I did get upset. I didn't yell or fight or get in an argument with someone, but I got pretty upset once I was like waiting, like trying to set up this roller coaster shot like just right, and I was holding the camera in the perfect position. And basically, I had to wait, like had to sit there and like sit in an awkward position, kind of lean in an awkward position, just trying to hold the camera. So I wanted to get a certain like shot of a roller coaster, and someone came up and started asking me what I was doing. It's like a stranger. Just what are you doing? Are you filming something? Are you doing video? I'm like held my hand up like 1 second. Let me finish. And they just kept freaking talking and ruined my shot. And I thought that was kind of rude. I mean, honestly. Ryan says they asked the Ferris wheel operator why they didn't allow single riders. I've quit asking. I'm defeated. Josiah Abner's was my favorite Six Flags. I've not been to every Six Flags, so I can't really say. I love Six Flags Over Georgia because they have a really unique dark ride. Evase is due to suicide. I can't believe the guy said that. Yeah. Tracy Edmondson says it's probably not trying to be rude. Well, we're trying to be rude. I mean, I was there. It was a female, and like she got louder. Like when I was like trying to like let her know I was trying to do something, she just got louder and more like obnoxious. So it wasn't cool. It was rude. I would say, for the most part, if you see someone that's filming and you want to talk to them, I'd say probably just wait till they're done, Tommy Travel says, when people clearly see that you're doing an intro, I don't see why it's so funny to screw it up. I don't know. And again, it's rare. Babecat says, get ready to be scared. I am ready to be scared. Wish we could, Halloween could be, wish Halloween could be every year. Every day. Not every year. It is every year. It was a strange thing to say. Chuck E. Cheese Halloween Boo Taco? I don't know what that is. But yeah, I didn't argue with them. I just walked away. Josh Hebert says, if I catch you in public, it's okay to say hello. Absolutely. I don't mind people saying hello. Mark Z. Hammer says, Carpetbagger almost got killed on the scary swing once the chains got which you trust your life got tangled. It's horrifying. Does it startle me when scare actors know my name? Yeah, I mean, that's a little scary when monsters know your name. Lauren tested if I watch other vloggers. Not that much. I mean, when you spend so much time making videos, sometimes you want to watch different sorts of content when you have your free time. Fozbear fears his weight. Then what do you do when scare actors disturb your footage? I mean, that's different. Scare actors have a right to scare you. It's their job. What do you think of Five Nights at Freddy's? I've played it only a couple times. I mean, I like the concept. I think the gameplay is a little like lacking. I don't know. I didn't really get into just like the mechanics of the game. I mean, I like the theming. I like the scariness. Yeah, I saw something. Someone mentioned AEW made a deal with the estate of Owen Hart that they're going to do some Owen Hart stuff. Yes, I'm a big movie person. I'm not a big movie person. People laugh at me because I haven't seen a lot of movies. How many times have I been to Disney? Trying to think. Trying to remember the first time I went there. Probably getting close to like 20 times, maybe. Tracy B. Edmondson says Halloween at Knoebels starts next weekend. What is Halloween at Knoebels like? Is it, do they have haunts? Have I been to Universal Orlando? I mean, Horror Nights. Yes. I went in 2019. I feel like everything, like 2019, like, we didn't know at the time, but it's like always thinking back to 2019. I always find myself thinking about what happened in 2019. Do I know where the pretzel rides are being made? There's a video by Defunct Land on pretzel dark rides. I've been to Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville. I flew my drone over it. SP Secure says, have you ever wrestled before, Carpetbagger? Thought may have seen you on the independent circuit in Jersey City. I have had wrestling matches, not in New Jersey, though. I've had a small number of wrestling matches. Ryan says, I wish Defunctland would do new videos. Do they not do new videos anymore? Or just not often? Ick the Troll, how are you doing, buddy? Zachary Shaw says, I love seeing Mark Klein in Random Creative Glory. I love hanging out with Mark. Raleigh fans, what's your most watched video? I think it's still the abandoned Funtown Mountain. I plan on getting back in the ring. I probably need to get in a little better shape. I'm afraid that if I jumped back in and did a wrestling match, I could get hurt because I'm just not in good enough shape. For those that are joining us lately, there was an unedited version of my next video was uploaded on accident because I was trying to get the file converted, and if you upload it to YouTube on your phone and then download it, it's converted, but it's such bad quality. So I'm running some ideas. Ick says, I'm doing good, getting prepared for Rocktoberfest. By the way, have you seen? Yes, I did see you in Loki. Ick the Troll. Everyone here, pay attention. Ick the Troll is in the chat. Appeared as himself, as Ick, in the Loki series, meaning that he is a member of the MCU, and he's a friend of the channel. Ryan says Carpetbagger versus Eric Draven. Eric Draven is one of the best wrestlers I've ever worked with. I believe that me and him could have a good match because I believe that Eric Draven could have a good match with anyone. CMT Gainer asked if there's a Halloween pin. Yes, we have enamel pins in the Etsy shop. We have the new Dark Ride style of pins. How much of a delay are my videos on? Not much right now. We're pretty much up to date. Stroke Routes and Whereabouts, how are you doing, buddy? Susan Cox says, are you watching the hunt for Brian Landry? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's some sort of news. I've not been paying attention to the news. I've been on the road so much. Someone's telling me I need to buy an Apple laptop. I had an Apple laptop for about a week. I could not figure out how to work it. Michael C says, grab that curtain and shake it for 3 seconds. Thank you for the super chat, but that's a request I cannot... Are you like outside looking for me? Please don't. Please don't hunt me for sport. Dana says Final Cut Pro is a very friendly editor along with motion. I think I tried it once and it was just really difficult. I'm not good at computers. I'm not really good at editing. You could probably figure that part out yourself. But yeah. I do what I can. Do what I can. Do do what I can. Ruffy Barnes just got introduced to the love story of Randy Macho Man Savage and Miss Elizabeth. What do they mean to you? I was actually, yeah. I remember from when I was a kid, there was a storyline where Jake the Snake Roberts put a snake in a wedding present, Macho Man and Elizabeth's wedding, and then he let a cobra bite Macho Man, and then they had a match. And after the match, he beat up Macho Man and was going to put the snake on him again. And Elizabeth came out and he slapped her. Jake Roberts was an evil man. Unknown, thank you for the super chat. That's some good stuff. If you want to look at some really good old school wrestling, check out the feud between Macho Man and Jake Roberts. Just the promos, if nothing else. Oh. So I do pay attention. I do pay attention to, the views on the videos, what videos you guys like to watch. You guys really like to see me on carnival rides, apparently. I've seen Stitches recently. I saw Stitches at CreepyCon. I was watching that Saturday morning when I was a little kid, and I watched a cobra bite a man for real Saturday morning while I cried. I don't think I cried, but I was scared. Because a cobra can kill people. Unknown, thank you again for the super chat. Jacob Johns, how are you doing, buddy? You getting back into wrestling at all? Ever put up a video and regretted it? Yes. Not often, just once or twice. Yeah. There was once or twice where I tried defending myself or arguing with people on here, and this isn't the best place to do it. Brian West, thank you for the super chat. There's really not a good place to do it. Arguing with people publicly is pretty stupid. Dave the guy says, dare to go to Darien Lake in New York. It sucks. Well, Bad Moon Rising, yes, I want Bray Wyatt to go to AEW because I don't know how WWE let a sure thing like that fall apart. Susan Cox asked if I watched Get Blinky Ride the Star Flyer on YouTube. I have not. I haven't watched any Star Flyer. Pete, says he also uses Wondershare unit converter. Okay. Let me see. I think that I downloaded it. I downloaded it during this. Brian West, best place I ever stopped at. I'm going to answer that. What's the best place I ever stopped at? I mean, my favorite place is House on the Rock, I think. So, yeah, I'm going to use this unit converter. If the two things, I've got the converter that I'm using now. If that does not work, my next thing is to try the Wondershare. Allison Bex is an artist. Mike Bennett that has a crypto zoo museum of mystery open right now until November 5th. There's no way I can get out there to Oregon in that time. Ryan says, you have to admit you enjoyed riding the Psycho drone. I don't even know what a drome is. I don't condone dromes. My opinion on Cedar Fair parks. I really love Knott's. I think Knott's is a great park. Some of the Cedar Fair parks are very bland, and I don't think that they've necessarily done a very good job at preserving their history. Cedar Point's pretty cool. They got Boneville and the Snake River Expedition ride, which is really cool. Looks like Cedar Point's been putting some effort into having more than just roller coasters, but I hate to say it, I hate to single it out, but I thought Dorney Park was kind of dull. It was just concrete and coasters. So that's a spicy take right there. Regina Deal says, forgot it was Tuesday night. Lost a dear friend to COVID. I'm sorry to hear that. I hate hearing about people dying to COVID. That Adventure Guy says, Noah's Ark in Kennywood is one of my favorite attractions. Any others? Man, there's nothing. There's nothing like Noah's Ark at Kennywood. Nothing stacks up. Just nothing stacks up to that. Brian West sends another super chat. Dude, best place? Question mark. I did answer your question, I thought. Thank you again for the super chat, of course. House of the Rock is probably my favorite attraction. So I guess that would be the answer to the question. Not been to Michigan Adventures. What's one thing I like to collect? I like to pick up things that are interesting, but did like the Mold-A-Ramas. I know a lot of people do love Dorney, so I think for a lot of people's purposes, I think it's really cool. They were really strict about filming. So again, I love to be able to film on roller coasters, but if they're not gonna let me film, I'm not gonna ride them. I don't love them that much. Mike the roller coaster guy. Yeah, so there's no dark ride at Dorney. I mean, I'm not gonna say most places, but a lot of places have at least the one dark ride. Venture Guys is what coach were we most terrified of, but ended up loving. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't love very many roller coasters. I tolerate roller coasters. Ryan West, thank you for the super chat. It's the scariest place. More Athletic channel she's watching. Thanks for answering. Scariest. I don't know. I've been to a lot of scary places and a lot of haunted attractions. I'm trying to think. I think the most scared I was at Spookorama at Coney Island. I was not prepared. There was like a little like cart, and then there was like, then like Satan was in my face a second later. Dr. H, thank you for the super chat. It says from Over the Rainbow to Dark Ride, you just keep hitting home runs. Looking forward to haunt season. Also, any plans to design a haunt themed shirt? I do have a haunt themed shirt in the Spreadshirt shop. I'm kind of in the middle, in between, figuring out what I want to do with t-shirts. I'd love to get some shirts printed off at some time. No scares on stairs shirt. I do want to get together some shirts at some point. Cody Berry says, can we start a petition to make a Treehouse of Horror Dark Ride at Universal? Man, that would be my favorite thing automatically. Could there be anything better than a Treehouse of Horror Dark Ride? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That could be the best thing. Sally Corporation has the rights to a Five Nights at Freddy Dark Ride, but no one has built one yet. D Booth, thank you for the super chat. So if you could have one dark ride in your backyard, what would it be? Oh man, having the Haunted Mansion in your backyard would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, Ryan, I'm definitely gonna check out that Edward Scissorhands house. That sounds incredible. Josiah Adner says, Veer Road, Yosemite Sand, and the Gold River Adventure. I never got to ride that. Supposedly, they're going to put a Sally Corp pirate-themed dark ride in its place. Wish they would have picked, because the Six Flags Fiesta has the pirate dark ride. I'm surprised they went with the pirates. Oops. Hang on 1 second. So I have to excuse myself for a moment, but I wanted to didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So I'll let you guys watch me on the Spookorama while I'm taking care of something.
Through time, and we are going to have a good time here. So follow me. Here we have the sideshow by the seashore, one of the last remaining continually operating freak shows in America. We're about to head inside. This should be good. You see some weird women and some strange men. Freaks alive inside. Here's the Coney Island Sideshow Hall of Fame. Some quite famous people on there. I see Johnny Eck up there, born differently, right next to Joseph Merrick, the Elephant Man. And we even have show folk. We even have my boy, Robert Ripley, at the Freak Bar. Dead eyes, black, like a doll's eyes. I'm a big fan of Princess Alligator right here. Unfortunately, there is no filming allowed during the sideshow, so I will see you on the other side. Excellent show. I was here a couple years ago. It was a completely different set of performers. They continually rotate their performers. This time we had sword swallowing.
Did I miss something?
Fire breathing. A woman that was set her tongue on fire, for honest to God, and some other feats of gymnastic excellence.
Where's Spookorama? Let's go directly.
I understand why they don't allow. Oh, look at this guy. His eyeballs popped out. He was so scared.
His eyeballs popped out. He was so scared. Well, ads.
Keystone Cougar 290 RLS. This premium rear living fifth wheel is 33.
All right, we're braving the Spookorama. This is going to be intense.
See, this scared me because, look, it's like this silly little cart. Do. You got like a painting of a big fat guy right there. It's not very scary. Look at a little skull in a box. But now things are about to get serious.
This is too much. Ah, skeleton!
Spookorama.
That's too close. Too close. Get away from me. Ah! Ah, it's huge. No. Ow, air. Let me out. Oh, that's pretty scary. Oh, no. Like this. Oh, they got me. Oh, more air in my face. Skeletons.
I hate skeletons.
I hate skeletons. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Now what? Blood.
Blood.
No, not chainsaw. Not chainsaw. No. Oh, God, I hate this. Please don't. They get too close. They're too close. Let me out.
Screaming Moses, what's so scary about skeletons? The fact that they're walking around without any skin.
Out of my face.
Spookorama.
I think this would be scary. Oh, no.
This is longer than I thought, too. I don't remember. All right, sorry to had to take a little break there. Hope you guys didn't fret too much. Oh, got a super chat. Little Bad Boy 69, thank you for the super chat. Says if you come to Indiana, you should visit my cousin Randy Hobbs' grave. He played with John Winters, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Rick Dillinger, Eddie Muddy Waters, and countless others. Well, that's really cool. I've not heard of Randy Hobbs before. Edward Turner, thank you for the super chat. Edward Turner, thank you for the super chat. Says, good evening. What made you choose to film the outside of the NC Mountain Dark Ride but not take the ride through? I think you're referring to the Black Forest, which is actually not a dark ride. It's a fun house, like a very short fun house. I actually went through it in a previous video with Anna, so I figured I'd showed it already. Didn't need to show the Black Forest. So yeah, it's not, I know. Yeah, it's those fun houses. The coolest thing about them is the exteriors. They have the really fun exteriors, but yeah, it's just, you know, it's like some moving things on the floor. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go a little deeper in here. Have I ever met Oliver Holler and seen his DeLorean? No, I have not. Any new videos coming up? Yes! Lots of them. I don't do nothing but make videos. All I do is make videos and cry. Just kidding. I don't cry all the time. Am I going to do any more of the new Ted Bundy exhibits? Is there new Ted Bundy exhibits? Are you talking about Alcatraz East? The thing with Alcatraz East is I love the museum, but their temporary exhibits tend to be a little lacking. Halloween Hollerin should be at least beginning to fire up, or at least get the first stages very soon. Like I said, my plan is to start uploading almost every day until the end of October. Brian West, thank you again for the super chat. Says, thanks for answering my questions and having a frat show. My wife, Meg West, is a big fan. Can you say hello? Absolutely. Hello out there to Meg West. Kathy, yes, I saw that. Graceland has a traveling Disney exhibit. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get out to Graceland to see that, but if I would have known, I would have maybe made effort to try to get out there. Alcho says you will never do a... As of now, I'm never going to do a slingshot ride. I don't think I could handle it. I think they would get me down off the slingshot, and I would never speak again. You'll find yourself back in Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh History Museum. Have I been to the Pittsburgh History Museum? No, that's the Carnegie Museum. I think. Is that different? Have I ever been on a Chance Toboggan? I don't know what that is. It's like a carnival ride. Yeah, people pass out. People get so scared on the slingshot that they pass unconscious. Carnegie Science Center, that must be where I went. Kelsey Sraj asked if I went to the West Virginia Farm Museum. Actually, I have a video. Yeah, video there. Any chance I'll ride the Vomitron? Oh, you're talking about the thing at Old Town, the Vomitron? I don't think so. All right. I have to give my weekly reminder. We don't yell about politics in the chat. I've blocked people on both sides of the aisle for being obnoxious. So please don't. Madison Marble, thank you for the super chat. Deuce X's, how was your stay at the Magic Mansion? It was delightful. Take Anna to the parks and I can ride the... Yeah. If she'll go with me, then I could actually have someone to ride rides with me. Now, I want to be clear. Like, I am not against politics. Like, I think people should be more educated on politics. I think people should take the time to understand politics. I think people maybe should take less time just shouting about them at each other. But, yeah. It's just... You understand that people have strong feelings, and you don't just start shooting your mouth off and offending people. Michael Nax says they're going to remove Jessica Rabbit from Roger Rabbit Spin because she's too hot. Is that the real reason? Adventure Guy says politics are too polarizing lately. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like there was times in American history where people could maybe communicate a little better, like, you know, sit down, break bread together, have a disagreement, have a discussion, and still go on being friends. But now it's just people antagonizing and yelling at each other, and it's really disgusting. DRH, yes, social media definitely made it. Kathy Godwin says they removed Jessica from the trunk because of the emotions about kidnapping. Okay, I don't think I've only rode that ride once or twice, so I don't really remember like where in the ride Jessica Rabbit is, but because we're kidnapping, I guess, like human trafficking, or you know, you got to be careful. You can't, you know, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. Ryan says, did I see the plane ride from hell episode of Dark Side of the Ring? I actually did. And yeah, like I think Ric Flair is one of the most entertaining wrestlers of all time, but you know what he did on that plane ride was really disgusting, really appalling, and I really confused him how nasty and gross Tommy Dreamer was. Why he would say something that stupid. Prestige Worldwide, nice name. Haunted car wash to wash your car. I haven't heard about any haunted car washes this year. Fuzz Bear fears to change my mind that Sasquatch was the best wrestler. I can't. I can't change your mind on that because he was. Yeah, you can watch the whole episode. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer did. Venture Guy says, worked for WWE for 8 years. Tommy Dreamer was hands down one of the most genuine. And I'll tell you what, like every interview I've ever heard with Tommy Dreamer, he seemed like a nice guy. He seemed like a really good guy, and he probably is, but he really has. I think that was awful what he said. I don't understand why he felt the need to victim shame and be demeaning to a woman like that. Little Bad Boy, thank you again for the super chat. Says you should look up Huseman Amusements. They have a ride called the Chance Twister, which is the most forceful. Wait, what? Most forceful traveling ride. We tested it to almost 6 Gs. Well, geez, I don't know if I can handle 6 Gs. Ryan, yeah, I did feel bad. I did feel a little bad for Dustin Rhodes. He was obviously like just in a bad place mentally, and he was the only one that like stepped in and did something, even though he was already messed up. David Marble, thank you for the super chat. So my wife sent a super chat without a message. Haha. I want to ask you, what is your favorite thing to do when you're not vlogging? We love your videos. Well, thank you so much. The problem is I don't do a lot besides vlog. I always say, this was my hobby, and then it became my job. Now I don't have a hobby. I'm going to get a soda. Back here, the sun-kissed, zero sugar sun-kiss. What's my favorite restaurant in Asheville? Where me and my wife like to go on special occasions is the Lobster Trap. It's a really good seafood restaurant. Bryce Joseph says on October 7th, I'll be announcing at the historic Center Stage in Atlantic for Championship Wrestling from Atlanta's national TV taping. Love to see you there. I really do want to get back into wrestling. My refrigerator in this hotel room like makes owl noises. Nate Crawford says this weekend we found one of those twirly rocket ship rides. That was horrible. Talking about the bomber? Oh my gosh. See, part of the problem with like rides like the bomber is they're too slow. Like you'd think faster carnival rides would be scarier, but like going upside down really slow is difficult because you don't have the centrifugal force working with you. We have it working against you. You know, it is really funny. Like, as a child, I was too afraid to ride roller coasters, too afraid to ride dark rides. Now, it's part of what I do for a living. Juicy Pimps says check out the Haunted Hoochie. I've heard of that, the Haunted Hoochie. Supposedly it's the most like extreme haunted house, but not extreme like McCamey Manor, but like they do stuff just to shock people. Apparently they got in trouble or caused a stink because they had a night where they would let you in for free if you were wearing a swastika. But like they're not like Nazis. I think they're just are trying to be the most shocking, just be the most shocking possible. Ryan Noodle. I am a huge Chris Farley fan. What do I think of Adam's videos? I think Adam does great videos like he always has. His videos are always just about him doing what he does. And those things may change over years, but I think that changes for everyone. What? Some sort of tension between me and Adam the Boot? No, not at all. It's just, there was a pandemic. I haven't been able to film with a lot of people. It just kind of got into the habit of just filming by myself during the pandemic. You guys sense tension? Really? Where exactly do you sense tension? time is it? We got another half an hour here. Meditation time. That's a good idea. Let's do. I need it. I really do. After the stress that I've put myself through this evening trying to get these files converted, let's do our. I haven't named this meditation segment, but it doesn't need a name. We'll just. So everyone, sit down. Put your feet on the floor. And breathe in. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Plant your feet on the ground and wiggle your toes. And don't think about anything, just concentrate on how your toes feel against the floor or your socks or inside of your shoes. Just breathe in and out. In and out. Now, just focus on the weight of your body on your chair and how your body feels pressed up against the chair you're sitting as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now think about just the back of your head. Put all your concentration in the back of your head. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now just put all your concentration on your face. Think about how your face feels as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now don't think about anything other than what you're feeling and seeing right now as you open your eyes and look around you and take in the world. But just think about what you're looking at. Think about how you are part of the world around you. Think about how your feet touching the ground connect you to the earth. What you're touching touches the earth and spreads out on that whole globe as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. All right, everyone feeling good? Looks like we had a super chat here while we were meditating. Little bad boy says, right, Patterson Air Force Base Museum is fun. They have the most historically important aircraft. Yeah, I don't know where that is, but thank you for the super chat. If I ever go to Hawaii, I have to go to the leper colony. Is there still a leper colony in Hawaii? Is there still lepers? Is there still leprosy? Abzilla Dad says, please give my daughter a good night. Her name is Aubrey. Good night, Aubrey. Smells like barbecue in here. I didn't even finish eating. I was so stressed. I don't know if I'm going to make it to a Six Flags this year. Where did I learn that breathing technique? My therapist. My therapist taught me breathing technique. Aaliyah Montana says, I'm not giving up. Please see my comment. Will you ever go to Hawaii? Someday. Someday I will. What's my favorite Mexican food restaurant? Could it be Casa Bonita? Still thinking of being an author? No. Danny Mitchell says the significance of my boll weevil tattoo. Go watch the video about the boll weevil monument in Alabama. That should kind of explain it. Ryan says, got his first dose of Pfizer vaccine, got second dose next week. Good. Glad to hear it. I definitely encourage people to get the vaccine. I mean, I'm definitely feel that it's a good way to protect yourself, to be safe, and you know, like I said before, I think it's the best way to stay safe. You know, in the end, it's a person's right for their own body to make that decision, but I feel like you should, you know, I don't want to log on here and hear that someone has died or someone's gotten very sick from COVID. I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be healthy and I want you to live. So don't get mad at me for wanting you to live. Little bad, but yeah, I've been asked about the barbecue at the Real Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was one of the best barbecue I ever had. And I can't give individual advice about the vaccine. Of course, that's something you always would want to talk to your doctor about if you have any concerns. I don't know if I'm going to see the new Halloween movie. Seems like doesn't it seem like maybe Halloween is just not meant to have sequels? Is there 3 continuities coming from the original movie? Oh, Ryan, hope your mom does okay with COVID. It's different for everyone, but hopefully she will not get too sick. Bus error. Thank you for the super chats. Can you please tell Dan Bell a bus error said to check him? I haven't talked to Dan in a little while. Fosbear Fear says, I think they're overdoing the gore and scare element. Yes, the original Halloween movie, there's barely any blood in it. It is it's a good movie. It's a great movie. It's a scary movie, and it uses suspense and shadows and things like that to really make an impact. It doesn't need to it doesn't need to have a bunch of blood and guts and poop and bile. Just a scary freaking guy in the shadows. Kelsey says Leper Colony is only accessible by a 6-hour trek through the jungle. Great, 6-hour trek through the jungle, and you get to find a pit of disease. Okay, so see if I can just even remember this. So you have one movie, Halloween, made by John Carpenter. Then they made Halloween 2, 3, and they had sequels to go. I think Jamie Lee Curtis's character dies in the original, maybe in one of the first movies. But then they did a second set of sequels where Jamie Lee Curtis was alive again, and then she died in that set of sequels. And then springing again from the first movie, they had this most recent reboot, and Jamie Lee Curtis is back alive again. She's been brought back from the dead 3 times. What is the deal with these movies? And that's not even counting the Rob Zombie movies. What? Why? Maybe just leave a movie alone. Ryan says to me, Jaws was never meant to have sequels. Yes, Jaws was great. Jaws 2 was blah. Everything else was complete garbage. So maybe just let a movie. Yeah, Barbara H. The answer: money. Why can't a movie just be great? Oh my gosh. Jaws is great. Halloween is great. Bus Error, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for what you do to the family, and I love the channel, especially offbeat festivals, Retro Park, everyone to Coney. Actually played a little bit of my last trip to Coney earlier in the live stream, but thank you for the super chat. David R. says it's intimidating to know that lots of people are watching on giant TVs. That's always weirded me out a little bit. Just the fact that my giant head is on people's televisions. Like, why? It's my favorite museum. My favorite museum is the Milwaukee County Museum. It's a museum I grew up going to. They supposedly are going to relocate the Milwaukee Public Museum, but I don't know what the timeline is. Daniel Melendez says, I think some of the best horror movies have very little gore. I personally don't find like gore to be scary, if that makes sense. Like, that's why I think that's one of the reasons Halloween is so scary. Just guy in the shadows. Like, it's leaves so much to the mind. Petricorn Unicorn. Yeah, I love the Field Museum. Would I do the Dahmer tours in Milwaukee? I mean, I don't know. I remember there was a controversy about people complaining about the Dahmer tours being on Groupon. Been to the original KFC museum. I don't know. They remodeled the museum and then they never opened back up because of the pandemic. As far as I know, they still haven't opened back up yet. Thoughts on Trevor Murdoch being NBA world champion? I hadn't been following it, so it sounds interesting. I remember when Trevor Murdoch was in WWE. I think I've seen Insidious, but I don't really remember it. Frankie Franchise, I remember we're going to come to the UK. I do want to come to the UK. There's definitely stuff I want to see. Dennis Ball, no, you didn't miss the stream. Never seen The Fog? I've never seen The Fog. This ball says, how was your week off? Able to recharge. Did I take a week off? I filmed a lot, like, as far as taking time off, I filmed a lot in New York. I had a couple weeks off. And I went and filmed Land of Oz and Mountain State Fair and then the Tennessee Valley Fair. And now I'm full force back on the road. What was my favorite part about the Oz Park? I think the actors. The characters they do such a good job. Bus Air says, by the way, thank you for seemingly steering clear of attractions that use animals for entertainment. I mean, I don't know. I appreciate you saying that. I don't. Like, obviously, I'm against animal abuse. But I have shown some roadside zoos. Because just because I show something doesn't mean I necessarily endorse it. I always like, I've always like, even in photos and stuff, like sometimes showed stuff I don't agree with just because I think it's interesting and compelling. Unknown, thank you for the super chats. Can you give a shout out? Oh, can you give a shout out to Ivan and Aaliyah? Absolutely. Big shout out to Ivan and Aaliyah. Did I lose weight? I don't think I lost weight. Denise Boldias says, I'm a bit concerned about Rob Zombie doing the Monsters movie. Yeah, like, is there going to be a lot of, like, swearing and torture in the Monsters movie? Because I'm not really sure how Rob Zombie can... I don't see how that really fits his style. He seems a bit intense for the Monsters. And actually, my time off, we had like 3 really stressful days because one of our cats disappeared for about 3 days. You know, we're attached to all our cats, but it's like my wife's like special cat. And we were so broken up about it. We spent like 3 days like crying. And then he just shows back up like nothing. I mean, maybe Rob Zombie will make a different type of mask. Maybe make a different kind of movie. Dennis Ball says sometimes they come back pregnant. Well, it's a boy, and he's fixed, so that's very unlikely. A lot of times when cats go missing, they get closed in. Like they'll go into someone's garage or something and get the door closed in on them, or go into someone's basement and they're not be able to get out. Wicked Misfits Last Ride says, Jacob, I'd like to see you cover Yellowstone a little more. Yes, you got me, because that's I my trip to Yellowstone was like the most like rushed, like hurried. I showed up at like 5 o'clock and I'm like, oh, I need to show as much Yellowstone as I can in the next 3 hours before it gets dark. You got me on that one. Most inadequate Yellowstone video of all time. Wasn't even planning on doing a video. I just was like, just go drive through. I'm like, oh, it's the most beautiful place on earth. Maybe I should film some of this. Dennis Paul says they're making changes to Stone Mountain's Confederate Hall. What are they doing? I need to figure out what the status of... because I think there's some serious conversation about getting rid of the mural. I look relaxed. I wasn't feeling relaxed. People that were here at the beginning knows that maybe I was a little frustrated when this started out. Dennis Ball says historical context, modernizing rather than just showing Civil War memorials. I mean, that's what I've been a fan of. Just add education. Jason Michigan says put Union soldiers in front leading the Confederates. Here's an idea. Here's how you solve the Stone Mountain conundrum. You make another carving where you have the Confederates and the Union going at each other, like going head to head, like, and then, or just carve Martin Luther King Jr. into the mountain next to him. Just balance it out. Balance it out. Or Outcast. There you go. It is Georgia after all. Believe it or not, it's funny. Funny you say that. Adam did a video on it. I wasn't really full into doing videos at the time, but me and Adam went and found there was a abandoned statue of Tupac in Stone Mountain, Georgia. It's a real thing. Boss Guns, thank you for the super chat. It says thanks for great and frequent content. Have you ever had an awkward run-in with someone not wanting to be recorded that just happened to be in the frame? Yeah. I mean, it's happened, but most people see that you're filming. If they walk in front of your camera or walk behind you, it's kind of on them, right? Tossel, thank you for the super chat. Woot had a 5.6 earthquake a couple hours ago. Aftershocks are occurring. I'll show you very stable. 5.6 about as bad as it gets. Minor damage, no injuries. Well, stay safe. Yeah, be careful. That sounds scary. I don't know how bad of an earthquake that is, but it sounds bad. Dennis Ball says, yes, the David Chappelle looking Tupac statue with the Bible. It's gone now. I wonder where it is. The statue's got to be somewhere. The Big Blue Truck. I have been to the Shell Factory. What are we doing with the shorter days? Hopefully we'll be filming some spooky content. Do so, but I dressed up like the Bigfoot. That'd be pretty fun. I don't know how much I want to dress up in a gorilla suit and get sprayed with water, but it'd be fun. I have filmed some in the Gettysburg general vicinity. Is the clown car wash back up this year? I don't know. I hadn't checked. I'll be doing some different areas this year. Yes, this is a back scratcher. See, when you travel alone, you got to keep a back scratcher with you because you don't have anyone to ask to scratch your back. The Orange County, K. Jackson, the Orange County Fair was recommended to me, but apparently it happens in the middle of the summer. Crispy Potus says, missed the videos where I visited abandoned places. Will I be coming back to the channel? Probably not. I mean, never say never, but. All right, guys, we got about 3 minutes left. Let's do the lightning round here. Hit me up with any questions, and I will answer as many as possible. Dennis Ball says, abandoned explorations is a young man's game. You're right on that. Like, sometimes I just think about crawling through bushes, and it doesn't seem fun. Alice Martinez says, I try to scratch my back with the edge of the wall. Yeah, sometimes you got to go outside and do it against a big, rough tree. Richie Rich, are you coming down to Alabama anytime soon? No plans right now for Alabama. Jenny Rebecca says, still wondering about the Geocache family app. Is it safe, and has anyone here did it? I don't know what that is. Wicked Misfit says, worked as a zombie at Indie Scream Park a few years ago. Karen Vamp says, are you doing any haunted house this year? Oh, yeah. We're doing a bunch. Hopefully. Chim Cham, my favorite game show. I don't know. Jeopardy can be fun sometimes. Backlund's his favorite thing from Taco Bell. I love the Mexi Melt. It was the only thing I ate, and then they got rid of it. Jason in Michigan says, take Joe Dirt with you for fair roll. Joe Dirt weighs too much. Stanley Studio says, ever slept in a cave? I don't think so. Mark Ziahammer says, Carpetbagger, looking forward to watching a month of daily episodes and the Halloween Holler and intro while safely sitting inside, or you get terrified by scare actors. Thank you. Stephanie B, would you go to Kings Island for the Halloween event? Probably not this year. Ferone says, how do you manage to go somewhere every day? I don't go somewhere every day. Sometimes I go multiple places in one day and then put them out different days. Tana Porsche is where I locate. Right now I'm in an undisclosed location. Abu Zaladad says, much love and good night. Good night to you. East Wind says, least favorite genre of music? Jazz, probably. Daniel Lundis says, this one's in the bag. Coming to California anytime soon? Maybe. Fozbear Fears, would you be intimidated if I changed my name to Foz Baboon Fears? You just got to stay away from those no good baboons. Do you blink your eyes faster with your eyeglasses on? I have no idea. R on Coasters, what's your favorite food? Like a lot of different things, like Cajun food, like Maine seafood. Prince of Tech, hello there. Can't wait to see more Halloween parks. Thanks for everything. Thank you. Anna says, will you visit Dinosaur World in Plant City? I have a video from there. Ryan Odell says, have a good night. Regina Deal says, thanks for taking my mind off things for a little while. What's your preferred type of museum? I love all types of museums. Classic museums, weird museums. Popcorn Brick says, any new Halloween intro? No, I was going to use the same one. Kelsey says, Jeopardy's best, except now Alex is gone. I've not seen it since Alex has been gone. Josh Davis says, how come we don't see Anna anymore? Because she's 17. Alice Martinez says, you're going to Not Scary Farm? Maybe. Nolan says, would you go to Erebus in Michigan? I do want to go to Erebus. Denise Baldia says, love the dark ride videos. Crispy Pata says, why is your preferred shoe Croc? Have you worn them? Karen Vance says, have a good night. Jenny Rebecca says, that Dennis, I wish I had more info on it. Wicked Miss this last Friday says, I like walking through haunted houses, scaring actors. Be careful with that. Richie Rich says, hey Jacob, can't wait for the scare episodes. Blue Monday says, ever seen the abandoned old stone house on the Old Sugar Trail near Gatlinburg? No. Bob S says, good night. Dennis Paul says, I'd love a Scream super chat again. That was so funny last year. What do we do with screaming super chats? Was I screaming for super chats? Sounds like something I would do. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. Hashtag Team Balto. Until next time. Hashtag Single Riders. Until next time, this one is in the bag.